wonderful the county actually is. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Like, I mean, does the chamber, does the chamber have a Visit Williamsport campaign? Or
They
the Williamsport
do.
For the Visitors Bureau, yes, yes. If you go onto that site, you can see there is a nice video of the county, you know what I mean? And you guys have a nice video on the, you know, but like, it's not something it's on social media all the time. You have to go to it to see that, you know what I mean?
It is interesting because, like, I'm from Massachusetts. My grandparents.
You're a Democrat. Yes.
So my dad grew up in Muncie, so like my family's farm is in Muncie, and like I would come here all the time to like hang out with my grandparents and like pick corn or whatever. And like I moved back here 2 years ago. And people are like, why would you move to Williamsport? And it's like...
She said, because I can pick corn.
Do you want to buy it?
Right, and it's like...
Yeah, Massachusetts.
It's like, I don't understand why people ask me that. Like, I understand why they ask me that, but like, it's great here. But if people have no idea, then they have no idea.
Are you a Red Sox fan?
A little bit, I guess. I
We have to wrap up.
Oh, go ahead.
Yankees fan.
Oh, you're a Yankees fan?
We have to wrap up because we
She's
have
better than you.
a public meeting in 2 minutes. So thank you for being here.
This has been way more enjoyable than the public meeting.
Yeah. So if you need to use the restrooms, they're right over here. And then we'll be starting up our public meeting in about 2-3 minutes.
Thank you.
If, and if you have any questions or further comments, our emails are online.
Yeah, absolutely. Feel free to
You
reach
can
out
find us,
anytime.
or find it. You can find me through Facebook. It's not that hard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I tried, you can tell her, okay?
I'm not telling her.
Oh.
Be like, yeah, she would very well be here.
Yeah, she knows better. I texted her this morning on the way here, I'm like talking, I'm like, oh, you telling her?
But there might have been like more. There might have been more.
They got a shot. They got a shot. They missed. They got a shot. They missed. We won. So they must have lost.
I'm like, you know that chick? You know that chick? I can't figure out how old are you?
27.
I was gonna say you gotta be almost 30. Are you're married? I take it because your name used to not be there.
Yeah, I wasn't older, but now.
Like when they're going around, I'm like, there's one name I'm gonna focus on. Like Carlin's, that's it. It's Carlin. So who do you work for? Because I didn't listen to that part. I was just focusing.
That's why you don't have to
I work in contracting.
Are you in Muncie?
I used to work in Tampa, but I work from home now.
Oh, okay.
I live in Jersey, so I
You used to commute to Danville from Jersey Shore?
I think
Yeah.
How long did you do that?
About 3 years. Yeah.
How long have you been married?
It'll be 2 years in May.
How's that going? So far, so good? What do you think of it?
I think we're still together. I think we're still married, so.
Is he from Jersey Shore too? Is that?
So somebody forgot to get water. Said something about reading. And then I got back home.
Hey, Carl, before you sit.
Well, if you want to set your well, when you said you
I never see I used to see them
feel too much. There's a lot of I always like one guy.
That's why he said, and I said,
Let me TikTok.
how it is good.
They're really great, right? You won't have to.
Oh my gosh, I am good at Jersey Shore people everywhere you go. It's not Halloween.
Someone's talking to me.
So,
Good to see you.
Good morning, everyone. We ask you to please rise for the opening prayer and the pledge of allegiance before we convene our Commissioners' public meeting. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for your great love, mercy, and blessings you have over our lives. We ask you for your guidance so that we may walk with you daily. Establish the work of our hands and bring to fulfillment all that we do that is in accordance with your will. May our footsteps be firm in your foundation with goodness and love, and provide us a heart of wisdom to listen and guide us with your grace. Lord, you hear every voice, every prayer, and every cry. You do because of your love and your kindness. May we also hear every voice, every concern, every need. You've placed us in these roles to assist and help our constituents. Help us to listen before speaking. Help us to fully understand before making our stance. Let us always appreciate the others you place in our other paths of life before thinking of our own concerns. Father, we thank you for our leaders and numerous organizations that have joined us this morning. We are thankful for each one of their lives and their skills that you've blessed them. May they shine in their daily activities to help us grow as a community. Continue to provide each with wisdom and knowledge that they'll lead to continued further success. We're thankful that they have set their foundations in our county and ask your blessings upon them and their families. We now ask that your hand be over us at our meeting this morning. May we share meaningful discussion that's productive and pleasing to you. These things we humbly request in your name. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everyone. We'll convene our Commissioners' public meetings this time and ask for approval of the minutes of the previous meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second. All fair side?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we have a public comment on agenda items only at this time. Not hearing anything on any line?
Keystone Chief first.
All right, we'll move on. We have a proclamation.
What's that mean?
That's you. Brandon has some special guests here this morning. Thank you for joining us.
Our proclamation honoring the Future Business Leaders of America. Whereas Future Business Leaders of America Incorporated, FBLA, is a nonprofit educational organization whose first chapter was established in Johnson City, Tennessee in 1942, and whereas Iowa became FBLA's first state chapter in 1947, and whereas Jersey Shore Area High School officially chartered its FBLA local chapter on December 13, 1955. And whereas FBLA includes more than 200,000 members and advisors in 4,600 chapters nationwide in middle schools, high schools, colleges, universities, career and technical schools, and private business schools. And whereas FBLA is a professional business organization dedicated to bringing businesses and education together in a positive working relationship through innovative leadership and career development programs. And whereas FBLA members perform community service activities and strive to build a student's understanding of the realities of the modern business world. And whereas FBLA teaches middle school, high school, college students basic business and leadership principles and assists them in the transition from school to work. Now, therefore, the Lycoming County Board of Commissioners do hereby proclaim February 11th through 17th, 2024 as National FBLA Week in the County of Lycoming, and urge all citizens to show their support for this organization and its students. Lycoming County Commissioners Scott L. Metzger, Chairman, Mark C. Sortman, Vice Chairman, and Mark Messina, Secretary.
Howdy.
Very good. We have our distinguished guest here this morning, and we have some of the teachers here. Yeah, come forward and introduce yourselves, and please.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Just on behalf of Jersey Shore Area High School, just want to say thank you for this proclamation today for such a awesome organization that we have there at the high school. It's not about me, it's about the students. They're the ones that make this organization run, and they do all kinds of incredible activities, not only in the community, but also for local people who are in need as well. And they're also wonderful students in the classroom as well. So it's a privilege to be their advisor. Of course, being back home in Jersey Shore the last 3 years, it's great to be a Jersey Shore Bulldog, and very proud of the students. I have my officer team and my leadership, some students from my leadership class. If you could just kind of stand a little bit there to show their So hopefully, as I leave the podium here this morning, it's up to the next generation to provide great leaders like yourself. And so I'm doing my best in the classroom, in and out of the classroom, to make these students shine and expose them to experiences like this. So again, on behalf of Jersey Shore Area High School, thank you so much for this proclamation, and have an awesome day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is that? Yeah, actually, my kids have been, I'm trying to think of all of them. Two of my kids have been very heavily active in FBLA at Montoursville. Unfortunately, and they've been successful. It's a good program. Montoursville is a good program as well. Unfortunately, my daughter was during kind of the COVID time, so she did all of her stuff in Zoom, and they didn't get to travel. I don't think she ever got to go to States, but my son went to States last year and ended up going. He placed high enough he got to go to Atlanta for nationals in June or whatever. And it is a wonderful, because they always do the public speaking parts of it. I don't know what categories you guys have been in, but it's really helped with, she thought, with college interviews and just the ability to publicly speak. And my son, I know their project this year, they sold a football helmet, that was their prototype, and they had to pitch why their helmet was safer and why it worked and all these things. So it's a wonderful thing. I had to go pick him up last year at Hershey because he had a baseball game, so I had to go get him. And you also learn how it's incredible how 3 freshmen can destroy a hotel room in a matter of like 6 hours. Because I think they just dumped their suitcases on the bed. But you just how to deal with people, how to deal with teams. Because I'm sure some of you work individually. You have individual projects, but some of you have group projects. And in life, you will have both. You have to be able to work by yourself, but you also have to be able to work in committees. And there's so much of the things that are outside the extracurricular things of, not just the biology and the English classes and things that help you. And we think of those extracurricular things, we think of always like sports and band and theater, but the programs like these academic programs are incredibly enriching to the students. And it's you're lucky that your school cares, because you find out not all schools have everything like this. So for your kids from Jersey Shore, you should be lucky that the school cares and you have the advisors that you do, because not every school has every program. So I would just say that. And I also say there's a kid sitting over there who made 8 3-pointers in a game the other night.
Against you?
No. And my question is just how many did he shoot to make 8 3-pointers, and does he ever pass the ball anymore? Do we have a number of attempts?
11.
8 for 11?
That's pretty good.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
It's a great program. It sets the foundation for your next season in life. And at the same time, it's great to hear Jersey Shore has been doing it since 1955. That's phenomenal. And it's great. It's an individual team. It's teaching you so many leadership skills that you're going to utilize for years to come. So,
And I do want to stress that to you, as you go up and you talk to people whose kids grew up at other places, and they're like, well, my kids did this, and you'll hear people say, well, our school doesn't offer that. And you're like, wow. So it is, you know, you're fortunate, and be appreciative of the leadership that you guys have, because you're lucky, because not every kid gets this opportunity.
Absolutely. We'd like to get a picture with you with the proclamation.
We usually do it up here.
Right in the middle and then
Here, why don't we get tall people in the back, short people in the front? You know how this works. You guys get in the middle. Keep going.
Mark proclamation in the middle.
Should we give it to them? Yeah. Here, we'll give it to them. I was on the yearbook staff, so I know how.
He's on the, he was on the yearbook. So. Turn on that angle.
That's perfect.
Who are we looking at?
Yeah, who first?
Ready?
Great job.
I don't pass 8 for a while.
You all can leave and go back to class now if you want.
Okay, reports. Kalen.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Presented for your ratification are invoices due through February 14th, 2024, to be paid on February 7th, 2024 for $1,356,556.53. The breakdown is as follows, with 36.85% being funded by the general fund at $499,861.67. 0.57% is being funded by Act 13 grants at $7,700. 36.33% is being funded by other grants and pass-through sources at $492,834.10. 26.21% is being funded by RMS at $355,514.23. And 0.05% is being funded by escrow at $646.52.
Okay. Before we start here, Kalen prepares this each week for us, and then we review the weekly expense, sign off on it, then it goes over to the controller's office, and she makes sure that everything's legit and there's no fraud, and we publicly approve it at a public commissioners meeting to make sure that we live within our budget. These are things that are most of them are taken out of our monthly budget, or our yearly budget, and Kalen things we're preparing each week, and everybody's involved in the process. So, a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All fair side?
Aye.
Aye. So carried.
Thank you.
Yeah, the controller is like a fancy word for accountant. So when you don't know what a controller is, they handle the money. Am I wrong?
That's minimizing it, but it's fair.
In layman's terms, I was
Fair.
layman's.
Okay.
Moving on to personnel actions. Commissioner seeking your approval of the following personnel actions as conditional offers of employment subject to the successful completion of a background check and all other employment conditions as outlined in attachment A. In information services, Thomas Hook, Senior Technology Administrator, full-time replacement, $72,800 per year, 75 hours per pay period, anticipated start date February 20, 2024. In purchasing, Lisa Ames, procurement and grant officer, full-time replacement, $43,602 per year, 75 hours per pay period, anticipated transfer date February 18, 2024. In domestic relations, Angelica Turner, clerk 3, full-time replacement, $14.58 per hour, 75 hours per pay period, anticipated transfer date February 18, 2024. In the district attorney's office, Julie Murlock, paralegal, full-time replacement, $19.47 per hour, 75 hours per pay period, anticipated transfer date February 18, 2024. In the prison, Sharif Mercer, correctional officer 1, full-time replacement, $20 per hour, 80 hours per pay period, anticipated transfer date March 3, 2024. In resource management services, Donald Heberly, recycling labor, full-time replacement, $14.50 per hour, 80 hours per pay period, anticipated start date February 20th, 2024. In the controller's office, Emily Snyder, accountant 1, lateral position transfer, $50,714.63 per year, 75 hours per pay period, anticipated transfer date February 18, 2024. In the controller's office, Lori Weston, lead fiscal technician, lateral position transfer, $27.39 per hour, 75 hours per pay period, anticipated transfer date February 18, 2024. In the controller's office, Desiree Higley, payroll AP specialist, lateral position transfer, $20.17 per hour, 75 hours per pay period, anticipated transfer date February 18, 2024. In information services, Christopher Della Piazza, senior software analyst, full-time replacement, $72,800 per year, 75 hours per pay period, effective date, or anticipated, effective date February 18, 2024. In information services, Bruce Machino, technical analyst, full-time replacement, $63,250 per year, 75 hours per pay period, effective date February 18, 2024. In information services, John Noble, technical analyst, full-time replacement, $62,150 per year, 75 hours per pay period, effective date February 18, 2024. In information services, Timothy Schaefer, technical specialist, full-time replacement, $26.50 per hour, 75 hours per pay period, effective date February 18, 2024. In information services, Douglas Boyles, technical specialist, full-time replacement, $26.31 per hour, 75 hours per pay period, effective date February 18, 2024. In information services, Clayton Kiefer, technical specialist, full-time replacement, $24.46 per hour, 75 hours per pay period, effective date February 18, 2024. In information services, Nicholas Nemeth, software specialist, full-time replacement, $24 per hour, 75 hours per pay period, effective date February 18, 2024. And lastly, in information services, Ronald Weaver, specialist, full-time replacement, $26.31 per hour, 75 hours per pay period, effective date February 18, 2024.
Okay, can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Have a second.
I'll second it.
Any questions or
Yeah,
comments?
I just have a question. Why, Doug Boyles is already here. Do we know why he's on this list?
We're talking on the IS?
Yeah.
Those were all the compensation policy adjustments.
Oh, it's just an adjustment?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's for the entire department.
Gotcha.
According to the policy.
The comp policy wasn't applied previously.
Okay.
So no new employees, these are existing employees that went through the adjustments.
For information services, correct.
And then just for the public's knowledge, the controller office's transitions are all part of new responsibilities moving to the controller's office from our budget office, and these are also no new employees, just existing employees with a different department head.
Correct. Okay.
Ready to vote?
All fair side?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. So hereby carries.
They need to leave. Can we they need to leave at 10:30, don't they?
We can head out now, that is, we have disruption further.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you for joining us, Will.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Have a good day, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I had the pleasure of seeing them this afternoon.
Great.
They're coming out for,
Thanks. For a tour?
yeah, do a little show and then they get a tour.
Good.
They usually love the 911 center.
Yeah.
I'll text you or email or call or let you know. Thank you.
Okay, we'll recess.
Bruce, you want to go back to school so you can stay?
I thought they were saying something, that's why I thought. I didn't know.
No, we're leaving
They just
it
had their
there.
move along.
Yes. So at this time, we'll recess Commissioners' public meeting for the salary board and convene the salary board at this time.
Salary Board seeking your approval of the Salary Board minutes of the previous meeting, February 1, 2024.
Okay, motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second?
I'll second.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you supposed to motion?
No, I write them, so I prefer you guys move
Oh,
and
okay.
second on the minutes.
All right, I didn't know.
Okay.
I was waiting for
All in
it.
favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Hereby carried.
Salary Board seeking your approval on the following Salary Board actions as outlined in Attachment B. In Resource Management Services, request to reclassify the following employee/position from exempt to non-exempt. Kristen Perez, Resource Recovery Assistant Coordinator.
Okay, a motion?
I'll make a motion.
But was it TDA that wasn't?
Yeah.
We did?
It's in the
We
TDA.
didn't do TDA.
Oh, after this.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't look that far ahead. Thank you.
Got it.
Okay, a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Next?
Request to approve the following employees for long-term vacancy coverage in the Commissioner's Office. Mary Rose Neiman, Administrative Coordinator, effective November 13, 2023, until the second position is filled. And in the District Attorney's Office, Gabriella Wise, Juvenile Victim Witness Coordinator, effective awaiting confirmation dates for the period of 12 weeks.
Okay, can I have a motion?
Move.
I'll
Second?
second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye, so hereby carries.
And seeking approval of the transfer of the following positions to the Controller's Office. From Budget and Finance, the lead fiscal tech, payroll AP specialist, financial technician, accountant 2, accountant 1, and senior accountant positions. Transfer date, February 18, 2024, in the payroll system. Physical move will be as soon as possible.
Okay, can I have a motion?
Move.
I'll second.
Any questions or comments? Nope. Okay. All in favor, say
Looking
aye.
forward to it.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Aye.
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 Hereby carried. Yep, 1 second. Okay, adjourn the salary board at this time, and we'll reconvene the Commissioners' public meeting for TDA actions.
All right, Commissioner, seeking your approval on the following TDA actions as outlined in Attachment C.
A motion? You wanna read first? Sorry, yes.
In Resource Management Services, request to change the title of the following positions. Resource Recovery Assistant Manager to Materials Recovery Facility Coordinator. Assistant Business Manager to Business Coordinator. Assistant Operations Manager to Operations Coordinator. And the Assistant Support Manager to Support Services Coordinator.
Okay, got a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye,
And request approval to transfer the following positions from Budget and Finance Office to the Controller's Office: Senior Accountant, Accountant 2, Accountant 1, Lead Fiscal Technician, Financial Technician, Payroll AP Specialist.
Okay, motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All fair side?
Aye.
Aye. Carried.
All right, moving on to action items. Kristen, you're up. You still with us?
Yep,
Yep.
can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, thank you. On your agenda is the award and signing of the agreement, the beneficiary agreement with Alabaster Coffee Roaster and Tea Company. This is $50,000 from the ARPA funds under the Business Assistance Grant Program that you have.
Okay, got a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All fair side?
Aye.
6.2.
Thank you, Kristen.
Green
Thank you.
Hutch.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
Seeking your approval of the following individuals to the Local Emergency Planning Committee. There as follows: Commissioner Sortman as an elected official, Stacy Folk and John Mackey from Emergency Management, William Miller as an EMS and Emergency Management and Firefighting Provider, as well as Charles Whitford as an EMS, Emergency Management and Firefighting Provider. They were already acted on by the LEPC, and they're just pushing it on for Commissioner approval.
Okay, can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Is he allowed a second, since he's in?
Mm-hmm.
Does that work?
Okay.
I didn't want Scott to remove me, so I had to second it. I didn't want Scott to remove me, so I had to second it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would have done
6.3, Commissioner, seeking your approval to utilize ARPA funds for a purchase from Motorola Solutions for mobile radios for each piece of apparatus for our volunteer fire departments. Actually, the quote there says $959,123.37. We were able to negotiate a 2% discount, so the actual total will be $939,940.90.
Good.
And this would cover all of their normal vehicles, fire trucks, ambulances. It will not include small things like boats and ATVs, and it does also include one radio at their station so they can coordinate their activities. And these would be the radios with the advanced features that we're looking forward to take them into the next 10 to 20 years. They're coming loaded with stuff we'll be looking at for future upgrades.
So we've been able to provide something for every fire department in the county.
Every volunteer, yes.
Yes, every
Yeah,
volunteer, yes.
absolutely. Shannon and, can I speak about what's going to, okay. Shannon, of course, we've been working with planning. There were a group of Jersey Shore area departments that were able to secure a AFG grant last year, and they were able to purchase the radios already. So in addition, we're going to use the ARPA funds to pay, they had to pay a 5% match. So in their gift, to keep everything fair, planning, I believe on next week, we'll bring up to reimburse those departments their match. So yes, then every volunteer department
Great.
has been given something.
Okay, wonderful. And we thank every one of those volunteers. It's phenomenal responsibility, and what they do for our communities is priceless.
Yeah, I mean, the commissioners have shown good, the old board commissioners, good support. There was the donations to the departments. There's the annual funding of the Fire Chiefs Advisory Board, which goes out to, they provide some services, some trainings and everything, yeah. So it's been good.
And if there's any way you can support the volunteer fire companies in your area, please do so, whether it's through going to one of their meals, any way you can help.
Yep, there's always fundraising, as well as everyone's looking for members. Even if you don't want to go into a burning building, there's administrative functions. A lot of people fail to recognize now that, yes, it's a volunteer fire department, but it's also a business. If you have business sense, you're an accountant, financial, they would more than appreciate someone that can come in and just help with their meetings and stuff like that. I know from my home department, we have folks that just do that. And it just takes the burden. So many people are responding to calls, and they have the administrative duties. If someone can come in and just do the administration, it balances the load for everyone. So if you have any questions, reach out to your local fire department or my office, and we'll get you connected with the right folks.
Okay, thank you, Hutch.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's that's a good point he makes, because we were just talking to someone the other day who volunteers with a music program. And I just said to him, what do you play? Because I just assumed. And he said, I don't play anything, but they needed help. And he was an administrative person, and it was a volunteer organization. He said they just needed help, and I liked what they did. So he helped. So that is, I would have never thought of that until when I think of volunteer fire departments, I think of guys running into burning building.
Yeah.
And
Things have changed so much over the years. I mean, truly used to be you had a small ledger of a checkbook, and you had some fundraising, but now with the grants and the regulations and it's the same thing the county sees, but on a smaller level. And then unfortunately every once in a while you see the bad press where money was misappropriated and everything. They need their checks and balances as much as any organization.
Absolutely. Okay, a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Hutch.
I was gonna ask Hutch if he was happy with his committee, but since Mark's here, I didn't want to put anybody on this job.
No, he attended the first meeting. Actually, our vice chair, Mr. Bogie, in the back there. So no, we'll get Commissioner up to speed very quickly. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
6.4, Malik.
Morning, Malik.
Good morning. Seeking your approval for the amendment to the subrecipient monitoring agreement with Step Inc. through the 2022 FAIR funds. This is for the supportive housing program, and is to extend the term of the agreement through September 14th, 2024.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Malik. Thank you.
Commissioner comment.
I'm good this week. As most people are aware, the decision from the courts came down on the controller's case it was 2 weeks ago. And we've discussed as a board moving forward how we want to take and move forward. And we're all in agreement that we want to work with the controller's office moving forward. When this case was appealed last year, my two previous colleagues, I respected their opinions and their thought process. Didn't necessarily agree with appealing it, and I was against the appeal. But it moved forward, and the courts have ruled. I didn't think it was in the best interest at the time of the county to appeal back then, and I'm definitely in that opinion again. This time it's not in the interest of the county to move forward any further with this. We've spoken, the three of us have spoken together. We're in unison on this. So the actions we took today placed the staff back where they were prior to the lawsuit. And we've had several conversations with Krista. Moving forward, we feel that the relationship is a good one moving forward. It's going to be a cooperative one, and we look forward to that. Would you like to make any comments? Come on up. I had called Krista right after the decision and congratulated her. We kind of rehashed what had happened initially, and you had stated to me, I guess we could have handled it better back then, but you were upset at the time. So, but we look forward to moving forward with a good relationship.
Agree. And I would just add to your comments that working with this board is like a breath of fresh air. And we were in a row officer meeting with the three commissioners, and a comment that stuck out to me, I think it was Mark that stated it, and then the other two came on board and agreed that we're all elected officials, we're on the same level, and we all need to work together. And it doesn't matter who we are, what position we hold, we were elected by the citizens of Lycoming County to do a job. Whatever that job is, no one is above anyone else, and let's all do our jobs and get the job done. So I'm looking forward to being able to do that. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
I really think that this is I think it's a positive for Lycoming County because it puts all the financial under one area. So as a new guy coming in, we got a treasurer's office, we got a budget's office, we got a controller's office. I really think this helps streamline, and anything we can streamline, and I think that the controller would agree with me, also saves the county money in payroll.
And time.
and time. So I think it's an excellent merger, personally.
And I think going forward, as we talked in our meeting the other day, anytime there's a transition of this many people, the odds of it going perfectly smoothly are slim. And we'd stress that as we go through this, we have to continue working and analyzing so we can tweak it to make sure, in 6 weeks it might not be perfect, but hopefully in 6 months we have everything figured out. And we're excited to work together to make sure that that we get it right, that the process is right, that we can move on smoothly. And I think between your staff and our staff, we can put our heads together and figure that out.
And this is truly the first step. And this is the first step in the right direction, and now we're coming back into compliance with the law. We have open lines of communication, and now we can move forward and set the past behind us and work to the betterment of everything within Lycoming County government and for the citizens. So as we take steps forward, we're going to hit bumps, but as long as we keep talking, I tell my kids, communication is key. So.
Do they listen when you say that?
Sometimes. Will you listen?
And this has been an ongoing issue since I think 2018.
Well, it transferred initially in 2019. If you ask me how long the issue has been, it's been since 2004 when I took office and discovered this. So I've talked to every board of commissioners I've worked with. And I didn't want it to go to court.
So this was your 20-year plan then?
It was. I have achieved a 20-year goal.
Good for you. Good for you. Most of us don't ever do that.
Here we are.
So we're the unison that, the three of us that.
The four of us.
Four of us, not to appeal the decision of the court. Okay. It's not in the best interest of the taxpayers.
Not at all.
Not
No.
at all.
And now, we can put this behind us and move on to bigger issues. So, yes, we're excited.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just don't get mad in the future.
I don't. I was going to say something.
It's a public meeting.
I know, right?
Okay, any other commissioner comments? No, thank you.
General public comment.
Ask you to please keep your comments brief and keep them to the county issues, please. Good morning. If you can introduce yourself.
Tom Adams, Williamsport. Good to see when brethren dwell together in unison, right?
Yes.
And no, what she was going to say is that she gets even.
No.
Tom, she would never say.
She's not that predictable.
Finish it. But Proverbs 21:5 says the plowing of the diligent certainly leads to advantage, but everyone who is in a hurry certainly comes to poverty. And that came to mind when the group was here from FBLA, which is great. I see Williamsport has that club, because I wasn't sure, because they have so many clubs and they have a CTE program. Wasn't sure it was in with that or not, but this is the things that really important, should be important to all of us, is education, of course, and these programs for the kids to continue to move forward, so they're not in a hurry to get their lives going. They really need to slow down, and we need to teach them that so they can dig for what's true and what's best for their lives and to move forward. And I'll just go in a little bit into this since it's Black History Month, a little bit of history from Frederick Douglass. He was a slave, he escaped slavery, got up into Massachusetts, and in 1845 he wrote his first autobiography. And at that time his opinion was that the Constitution and the Declaration were, the Constitution was a slave document, or a racist document, a slave document that didn't free people. Well, and after he got run through a lot of things after the Civil War and stuff, he was encouraged by a fella to really look at it, to really study it, because prior to that, someone had told him that, he took their opinion. So he actually studied it, and he wrote 3 autobiographies. By the second and third ones, he realized that no, this is the greatest document ever. It's actually for freeing people, because a lot of people wonder about that 3/5 clause, and that had only had everything to do with representation in the South. So that if 3/5 of your slaves are only going to be counted for representation, that would mean you'd have to have 50,000 representatives instead of 30,000, because at the time the Constitution was written, it was supposed to be one representative for every 30,000 in population. 3/5 was a compromise, because the North was saying, okay, well, we'll have our horses, our donkeys, or anything that's alive as property, to count as for representation. And the South didn't like that, so they compromised. The 3/5 clause was that now they'd have to have 50,000 of slaves for representatives, thereby diminishing the representation for the slave proponents of slavery, to weaken it. And it was the vision of the founders, and Jefferson especially, and Washington all, that they thought slavery would be ended in a peaceful way. It would eventually die out, but unfortunately, we went through the war, of course. But these are things that the Bible, once you become a Christian, Christ tells us, promises He'll lead us in all truth. He'll send us the Spirit of truth, but it's up to us to really look for that truth. It's not just going to come, and show itself to us right away, but we have to be living right, be willing to really search for it. And the rescue workers, great organization. It's faith-based, and it's funny how when we've had people want to say, well, we don't want faith-based things in our schools. So this is where the society we get to, and the most effective programs that help people are faith-based, not the government programs, not the anti-God programs. But thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Anybody else? Yes. Morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Bruce Clark. I live in the borough of Muncie, and I would have a handout if, sir, you could give each one of those to the Commissioners. It is an article that I printed up yesterday about a police department in Potter County getting disbanded. It is Sweden Township has went ahead and disbanded their police department. Their police chief has resigned because he's going to become a judge up there in Potter County. The problem is they had an agreement with Roulette Township for law enforcement coverage. So now they're scrambling, and as it goes through the article, the state police up there is now going to have to handle both of those areas. I know last time I was here, I spoke about a county-wide police department. Well, this just reinforces that, because now all those people have to, rely on the state police. And that same thing that happened to Roulette Township could happen in my own township. I live in the borough of Muncie, but we have an agreement with Brady Township. If Muncie Borough decides to disband, now all those other people are affected. And this is becoming slowly a problem over the entire Commonwealth. There's been a slight decrease in local police departments, i.e. townships and boroughs, which is then in turn causing the state police to have to cover even more areas. Now, where I grew up, law enforcement was different. We had a county sheriff that did it, and the sheriff's department did everything, from traffic stops all the way up to major felony investigations. DUI stops, you name it, they did it. They even had a snowmobile rescue team and a dive team, because I grew up on the shore of Lake Ontario and also a major river called the Oswego River. A county-wide police department needs to be looked into very, very seriously, and it needs to be acted on. I know there's going to be, differences of opinions. Boroughs are going to be resistant. Current Police chiefs are gonna be resistant to this, but, with everything that's going on in our world, our economy not being the greatest, consolidation of funds, unrest that we've all seen over the, past few years, I would like to see this, Board of Commissioners take this and seriously put some thought into it and get the ball rolling, so that way no township like Roulette Township up there in Potter County is now scrambling for police coverage. I thank you for your time, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Bruce, I was gonna make a comment last week and decided it was probably best not to. So a couple things I would just share with you that are my thoughts. First of all, what you're saying is a great idea, but it's a long task. It's not a short task. Coming from a municipality that's relied on state police and had many conversations over 14 years with the state police. When you look at regionalization, they're it in so many ways. So I think the conversation isn't just, and I'm just feeding you with additional information, is the conversation county or is the conversation state? And look at that. What I think everybody can be in agreement upon, your biggest struggles are egos that have to be put at the door long before the meeting starts. Financial, where does the tax burden go and how do we alleviate some of the tax burden on the smaller communities that do have these police departments. But then the other thing that you gotta worry about is personnel itself. So you gotta make sure there's spots where these police officers will go, because you don't want to see a bunch of layoffs just because you combined a bunch of stuff and put people out of work. But I mean, it's definitely an idea, and it's definitely something that I think we're all willing to look at all types of regionalization, even though that scares the hell out of everybody. Thank you for your comments.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody from online?
No.
Okay. We know the Super Bowl's on this Sunday. We just ask that if you're with family and friends, that you enjoy yourselves, and please, anyone that would take part in beverages, that they would, they have to go somewhere, that they would contact a ride or someone to get them home safely. We don't want anybody to have any adverse effects and have any encounters with law enforcement. So please ask you, if you do so, drink responsibly, enjoy yourselves, and enjoy your weekend.
Come to work on Monday.
What's that?
Come to work on Monday.
Yeah. And our meeting will be adjourned. Next meeting will be February 15th, 10 a.m. Yeah.
Can I have 2 minutes?
No.
Pretty please? We have at 11 o'clock, so it
So it
really
really
has
will
to
be
be
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Okay. Are we meeting in your office? Because my office doesn't have that. Yes. Thank you.
Believe that actually played.
Sheriff's Department don't